day and welcome to another exciting edition of the big interview on FMIG TV. I am Sheikh, Tophic, Sienu, and this day we have one of the best interviews for you. Already we've had some exciting packages for you. We spoke to the head coach of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Sikia Kono, on their way to Zesco United. We spoke to Black Stars midfielder Mubarak Wakasu, and today in Heidelberg in Germany, we have another exciting edition for you. With me here this afternoon is a player who needs no introduction. He won the league in Switzerland with Young Boys. He made a big move to TSG Hoffenheim in the German Bundesliga. With me here this afternoon is Black Stars defender Kassim Nuhu. Kassim, good afternoon. I believe you're fine.
I'm fine.
Alhamdulillah. A lot of people perhaps might not know who Kassim Nuhu is. You played for the Black Stars, you played for Young Boys in Switzerland, you won the Swiss League with them, and you got to the finals of the Swiss Cup. Unfortunately, you couldn't win that one. And then you moved to TSG Hoffenheim. Tell us something small. Who is Kassim Nuhu? Where were you born? Where did you school? How do you become a big footballer?
Yeah, I started everything in my area, which is Anmand. I was born in Anmand. I raised up everything in Anmand, and then I joined this small club called Parma FC. And then from Parma FC, I went to Ebony in State Boys, and then my school in State Boys also. So from there, I get the opportunity to go to Mediana. And then from Mediana, I had an opportunity to play for the U17 and the U20 of Ghana. And then I had the opportunity to come to Spain, which is Leganes. So I came to Leganes for 6 months, and then I had the opportunity, and then I went to Mallorca to play 2.5 seasons in this amazing atmosphere in Mallorca. And then I went to, from 2.5 years, I had the opportunity to come to Young Boys, and then finally I'm here in the TSG Hoffenheim.
Now tell me, looking at your journey so far, how was it for you? I've been in Europe for say 10 days and the weather isn't friendly at all. I've been struggling with it. How was it for you as a young footballer who came to Spain to start your football career? How did you, the environment, the climate, the people, how did you cope with that?
Yeah, it was not easy. First time leaving my family far from home, came to Spain, and then yeah, I have to be with my agent, or I have to live with a small family so that I can be able to speak Spanish, you know. And it was not easy for me at all, leaving my family and then came to Spain, and then I had so many things going on in my head, and unfortunately I lost my mom also, and that time I have to be always like focused to go to training, to do everything myself. And as you said, the weather was also, it was not also easy, you know. But yeah, we keep on, because we are men and we have to fight for everything we had on our way. So yeah, I just keep on fighting, working hard to make a big career for myself. So yeah, it was not easy, and so now it's not easy, but we still keep on fighting, you know. So.
You started from Leganes, you moved to Real Mallorca, then you moved to Young Boys, and now TSG Hoffenheim. Out of the 4 clubs that you've played in Europe, where would you say provided you the best of platforms to become Kassim Nuhu today?
Yeah, it has been a very amazing 4 clubs in my career, and I would say all of them have made a very good impact in my career, you know. But I think Young Boys is one of the clubs I still cherish, and yeah, they made me who I am today. And I always thank God that yeah, I was able to pass through this amazing club, and then I'm here in Hoffenheim, and yeah, I keep on learning, and they're also making a very big impact in my career also. So I think yeah, it's been a young age here in Hoffenheim. I've just spent 6 months with them, so yeah, I think things are getting better and better every day. So I think yeah, they have all the clubs have made, they are very good impact in my career.
If you are just connecting, this is FMIG TV, and I'm here with TSG Hoffenheim and Black Stars defender Kassim Nuhu Adams. Talking about Young Boys, this is a club that you guided to the Swiss Cup In about 38 years they had not won it, but you and your teammates were able to make that history for the club. What does that particular feat mean to you as a footballer in your football career?
It's one of the amazing feelings in my career. As you said, 38 years they haven't won a trophy, and the club was waiting so long to get even a trophy to just, So it was one of the best moments in me and the other players. It was the amazing feeling in our lives, because we were able to win the trophy and was able to even get double for the club. But unfortunately, in final we lost against Zurich. So yeah, it was really really important for the club and for the history of the club also.
Now, a little bit on that before we move out of your European career. You've played in Spain, you've played in Switzerland, you are now playing in Germany. Which of these environments would you say is good for a young Ghanaian footballer who wants to achieve something big in his career?
First of all, I'll choose Spain because they have too many good young players, and the way they make the academies in Spain is really nice for growing from youth side to become a professional footballer. So always I say that to get the opportunity to go to Spain, you will learn a lot, and from there you can get the opportunity to play in all the big clubs in Europe, because the Spanish people they love to play good football, and for me I always say that if the player is having the ball, it's always comfortable for him to show what he has. So I always say the Spanish league and the Spanish academies are always doing it.
Now, Kassim, let's look at your career at TSG Hoffenheim. You were obviously one of the big signings that the club made in a very long time. According to statistics, it appears you are even the second highest player the club had bought. What went into the decision making for you to choose TSG Hoffenheim? Because at that time we knew a couple of other clubs were also interested. Borussia Dortmund were interested, Borussia Mönchengladbach were interested, and a couple of Italian clubs as well. But why TSG Hoffenheim?
Because I have to bring so many things into consideration, because first of all, it's playing time, because for me, I think if you're a footballer and you're making a change, the only thing you have to think is to get the playing time where you're going, because I was a very big starter in young boys, and to leave young boys, I don't want to go back to the bench and then get rotten, So first of all, I put TSG Hoffenheim because I had the opportunity to talk to the coach, the staffs among the team, and everybody was talking positively about my starting lineup for the club, So I had this opportunity to meet the coach himself, and then we had a very good talk, and then everything was like, they need me probably because they want me to be in the starting 11 of the club. So unfortunately I came, and then it was happening, and unfortunately I get injured, and things were not the way we all expected, But unfortunately, I'm back, and then I get back to the 11 again, and then I'm still playing. So the consideration was to just make sure that I'll get to a team where I'm going to make it in the starting 11.
After TSG Hoffenheim were able to pick a ticket for the Europa League last season, a lot of people were expecting that if not even the Europa League this season, the club should be able to make it into the top 4 and then pick a spot in the Champions League. But you seem to have been very inconsistent with your form. What is accounting for that?
I would say we have the players, we have everything for us to make it into the top 4. But we started regularly, we won, we trod, and we lost a lot of points on our way, playing against, for example, Mainz, this kind of clubs whereby we can win and then get the 3 points and then make it into the top 4. We were struggling against this kind of clubs. So I would say we were not consistent because we were not able to win this kind of matches. So we had on and off in our games, and we were conceding also some minutes whereby sometimes we can be losing the game in the 89th minute or something like this. Yeah. So I think this season has been on and off for the club, but we still hope to make it into the Europa or Champions League slot for the club.
We are left with 7 matches to go. Obviously, I know that every club would want to win the target. Yeah. But if you look at the league table for the Bundesliga, Borussia Dortmund and then Bayern Munich have been struggling for who wins the league this season. If you look at the two clubs, which of them would you say, because you've played against both sides, would you say that it's well prepared and well packaged for the title this season?
Yeah, it's been a good season for me for Dortmund, and yeah, they have been able to lead the league till today. So I think they have made a very good job till now. And for me, I still say the league is still open for both of them. So yeah, I'll say the one who, for example, this weekend is the big game. So the one exactly. So the one who is going to win this game is going to win the trophy, because from there, everybody is going to make very sure that he's not going to lose against any opponent again. So I think I'll still go for Dortmund for the trophy.
So you think that this particular weekend, Borussia Dortmund
exactly, they have been able to be consistent till today. So I think it's going to be very interesting for this weekend who's going to win, and it's very important for the club also to be able to win this.
We should go back a little into history. You played for Medema FC in Ghana before moving to Europe. Medema as a club, what does it mean to you as a person in your football career?
Medema has been very good to me since I started playing football. For example, Moses Amapaka, who is the founder of the club, he took me at young age, and then from my family, he brought me to Takwa, and then he was taking very good care of me, and I was so appreciated, But unfortunately, yeah, that's how life is, and we all have to continue and then move forward and everything. But Medema is always part of my successful career in my life, So I always say, thanks to Moses Sama and the guys who were able to make this amazing team in Ghana, and I think they're still doing a very good job bringing up a very good talented players, and I always say they have made a very good impact in the
people used to call you Yaya Toure in Takwa, and it appears that if somebody goes to Takwa right now and really mentions the name Kassim Nuhu, the person will struggle to identify you, but the moment the person mentions Yaya Toure, everybody knows. What is actually your playing position? Because Yaya Toure is a midfielder, and you are a defender now for TSG Hoffenheim. So if indeed you are a defender, why do people call you Yaya Toure?
I started playing as a midfielder, young age, came to Europe, Leganés, I was playing as a midfielder. The reason why I changed from midfield to defense was my first game for Leganés. We played against Real Madrid Castilla, and then in 15 minutes we had a red card of defense, and I have to go back to play defense because the coach knew that I could have also played as a centre back. So I went back to centre back position, and when the scout of Mallorca was on the field, it was like 20 minutes before the game. So he saw me playing as a centre back, and the way I was playing, they needed a centre back in Mallorca. So the problem was, they saw me playing as a centre back, so they need a centre back, so they bought me as a centre back to go to Mallorca. So that was why my position was changed from midfield to defense, and from there I was bought in every club as a centre back. So the position changed from midfield to defense.
Well, that is the story for you. A lot of people who do not know why Kassim Nuhu Adams is a centre back, today you know. He started as a midfielder, but he had to go back as a result of an accident of a red card to a player to play as a centre back, and eventually he is still playing as a centre back. Now, Kassim, let's look at your invitation into the Black Stars. You were invited, you had a first call-up in 2017 when the Black Stars were to play against Uganda. in the 2018 World Cup qualifier at the Kasarani Stadium in what do you call it? Namboli in Kampala. Now, tell me, how did the invitation come to you?
I think I had a call from the staff of Ghana Association, and the coach himself also called me. Yeah, Kassim, we want to invite you in the national team. And yeah, I said yes, I wish to play for the colours of Ghana, because I'm a full Ghanaian, and it was my dream to play for the Black Stars, So if this opportunity comes, yeah, I'll just grab it and then move forward and then go ahead.
Were you surprised when the call came that you have been invited?
Exactly. Yeah, I'll not say surprised, because I was doing a very good job in Young Boys, and we were playing every game, we were winning, we were in Europa Sports, playing Europa League and everything. So I think, yeah, I was not surprised, because I was doing a good job for Young Boys, and unfortunately I was having this invitation. So I was not surprised, but I was more happier to get this invitation from the club.
When you came into the Black Stars, your first game was against the Cranes of Uganda in Kampala. You didn't play in that particular game,
yeah.
But when you went to Saudi Arabia for that friendly match, you scored in your first game for the Black Stars. How was that to you? A player, you earn your first call up into the national team, and bam, you score your first goal.
I'm so excited for that day. I think this is the most amazing feeling in my career, First of all, let me bring you back to Mallorca also. My first game for Mallorca, for the first team, because they bought me as a first team player, but when I went, I was having a little bit struggle with the coach, and then I went back to play for the second team because I did not want to sit in the bench in the first team. So a certain coach, Valadi Kalpin, came to the first team, and then he invited me to come back to the first team. So when I went, my first game was to play against Barcelona B. So in this game I scored 2 goals as a centre back. So that I brought you back because I wanted to know how
it has happened
exactly before. So playing for the Black Stars and making that my debut and then scoring that goal was the best feeling ever for me, because first of all, representing my country, playing for the first game, scoring a goal, it gave me so much confidence and I don't know, so much good atmosphere for me to always be able to represent the country. So I was so excited for that goal.
Now, this brings us into the team proper. You are now an integral member of the team. From 2017 to now, you have been one of the most consistent players for Kwesi Appiah and for your club, TSG Hoffenheim. Now, tell us, within the Black Stars now, how is the team unity like when you come to camp? How the players relate to each other? How you behave in camp? How is it like? How is the experience?
Yeah, since I've been in the team, it's always very good feeling, you see unity in the club. We see like everybody is like into everybody. We share jokes, we laugh, like every time I'm in the club, I have new feeling, so it's always amazing when you see even when you are called into the national team, that feeling that you're going back home to represent the country, like this feeling is always there in the club. And we just met maybe, I don't know, 2 weeks in a year, in a month or in 3 months. So this feeling is always there, and you as you see, the Black Stars is always cheering and we singing, we joking, So this feeling is always good for me and the club also. So I think that the unity is always there for them.
Former Sankiti Kotoko striker Dauda Mohammed, who now plays for Vitesse Arnhem on loan from Anderlecht. A couple of days ago, I had an interview with him, and I asked him to choose his automatic 11 players for the Black Stars who will make it to the AFCON 2019. And he mentioned you among the 11 players that he chose. Do you think you are an automatic player in the team?
I always say the Black Stars is not a eminent play for each and every player, you know. But since I'm playing every day for my club, I still have the hope and like I still have the confidence to make part in the team, you know. So the only thing we all pray for is not to get injured because if you are fit and you playing regular for the club, yeah, I think everybody deserves to be in the team. So for me to be in the starting 11 for the team is always an honor for me and my family. So I think if he chooses me as one of the members who can represent the country, yeah, I always say to make it to the final and hopefully to be the champions of it.
Now, there have been calls by a lot of people that Kevin Prince Boateng is now doing well. He started at Eintracht Frankfurt to play. You saw him here. He was superb. He moved to Sassuolo. He was wonderful. Then he continued to Barcelona, where he's playing now. Sule Muntari has found a new club in Spain. There are a couple of people, you know, who are saying that these two players will be key to Ghana's chances of winning the AFCON. Do you think that Kassim must give that a consideration?
I always say this kind of players you mentioned are always important, you know, very, very important. For example, Sienu have made a very good impact in the Black Stars since his time of playing in these big leagues, you know. And we always appreciate him as a brother, and for me, he's my brother, you know. And he's everything to the club and to the team also. And we, like as you said, it's very good if we have some experienced players in the team. For example, Kevin Prince Boateng, he's making very good. Since people were thinking from Frankfurt he was going down, but he went to Sassuolo, he made a very good 6 months in his club, and now look, he's in Barcelona, a club which everybody, if you are growing up from childhood, you wish to play for this club, you know, and he made it at the age of 31. So I think that he's been a very good footballer, and yes, if we have him in the team, it's gonna help also to make it into the AFCON. So I think these two players are very important, and we just all leave the situation and everything to the head coach.
Now let's look at this. If you look at the number of matches that are going to be played at the AFCON this time around, because it is 24 countries, the number of matches are going to be many. Initially 16, you play the group stage, you move to the round of 8 quarterfinals, semi-finals, so you don't play a lot of matches. But this time around, you're going to play a lot of matches. How does that also mean to you as a player?
Yeah, it's for me, it's like we're playing the same like the Europeans, so it's almost similar, as they are also getting a lot of matches to play in Europa competitions, you know. So I think it's gonna be an advantage for us the players, but we have to just make it very, very good impact in this
yes,
exactly. So that we have enough time to play with the national team, and unfortunately it's in summer, so we have long time to play, and then we have matches to play, and people will be also enjoying the game from home. And I think it's also good for the people who are watching from home. They will get time to also watch us playing in the AFCON.
Ghana have qualified for the AFCON. Nigeria are there, Cote d'Ivoire are there, almost all the big countries in Africa are there. Apart from Ghana, which other countries would you say are capable of winning the African Cup of Nations?
Since I'm Ghanaian, I always want Ghanaian to be first.
Of course, that's why I said apart from Ghana.
Exactly. So, but yeah, we have some other clubs who are making very good impact also in Europe, and they have big names also. So, for example, as Senegal, I'll choose Senegal because they have so many good players and young guys who are playing in Europe, and yeah, their impact now in European leagues are very, very high. And they play in big clubs also. So apart from that, I'll choose maybe Senegal and Morocco to be one of the clubs who can also win the AFCON.
No Cote d'Ivoire, no Nigeria, no Cameroon.
Because it's been a long time. Cote d'Ivoire have made a very big names in Europe, but to make it as a team they are always struggling, you know. So I choose Senegal because we all saw them in
the 2017.
Exactly, and it was fantastic, and they made it to the World Cup. But they wasn't able to go to the next round because of some cards, But for me, they played really well, and they were so organized together, and so that's why I did not pick Cote d'Ivoire, because they always have big names. They don't have the team to play together, So yeah, I always choose Senegal ahead of Cote d'Ivoire.
Now, quickly on the Black Stars. There have been some massive changes in the technical team of the Black Stars. You came into the team, you met Coach Maxwell Konadu, you met Ismail Hamidou, you met Ibrahim Tanko, you met Stephen Appiah, Olele Kingston, and then the head coach, Kwesi Appiah himself. Now, tell me, Maxwell is no more part of the Black Stars, Ismail is not part of the Black Stars. Do you think that the absence of Maxwell Konadu as a technical person will affect the team in a way?
Yeah, Maxwell is one of the coaches. I always say he's really good. We saw his time in Kotoko. He made it. He made it in winning the Ghana Premier League. He won it with Wild All Stars, and he's still making a very good career. He's a very good coach, and yeah, sometimes changes come, but it comes, and we can't do nothing about this. We just keep on, because if he's gone, we just have to keep on working hard, and then yeah, he's one of the coaches who was always with the team, and yeah, we feel pity for him, but we don't have nothing to say too much about him. For example, Ishmael has been with the team for so many long, and yeah, we don't know the reason and why he was not part in the team, and we just went to Ghana, but what do? We just leave everything to the big man.
I have been with you for a couple of days, and I've seen your lifestyle. It looks a bit boring for me. Training, come to the house, sleep. Training, come to the house, sleep. Tell me, what do you like most apart from training and coming to sleep? What are your major hobbies?
Yeah, as you said, this is why I always say the big men like ACN, Montari, and Co. They did a very good job, because making it in Europe is not easy. It's not easy at all, because as you said, our lifestyle have been programmed for us. Like training, you spend every time in the training grounds. You have to come home. You have nothing to do, just to play PlayStation. Or I don't know, just to invite some friends in your house, you cook, you eat, something like this. Because we don't have much time to do a lot of things, and like it's getting boring every time you do the same thing every day, So yeah, it's a bit boring, but it's the job we have chosen.
So what do you do apart from PlayStation and other things to keep yourself happy?
Yeah, the most important thing is when we have maybe free day, we just go out with friends we know, and then we just sit around, or we go to good places. We just share jokes, we laugh, and nothing special, As you said, the thing have been already programmed, and even if you have free, you cannot go anywhere because you are already tired from training. You need this day to just rest with, So it's boring. It's boring as total.
Somebody just whispered to me that you are a very good reciter of the Quran, and you also like music as well. If you are to choose between the two, music and Quran, which one will you choose, and which will you close the show with? You choose one, and then you either recite or sing a very beautiful song that you know for us to end the show.
Yeah, I would say the Quran, because I was born and raised in a Muslim house, My dad was always pushing me to learn the Quran, So, and I'm always fully Muslim, and I respect so much the Quran. So, for me to choose Quran and music, I'll choose Quran, of course, because I'm too religious, And I was raised up from Muslim.
So look straight into the camera and recite one beautiful surah for us to close it. So after his recitation, we'll say goodbye to you. You stay connected as we keep bringing you the best of interviews on FMIG TV.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والسماء والطارق وما أدراك ما الطارق النجم الثاقب من كل نفس لما عليها حافظ فلينظر الإنسان مما خلق من ماء.
Thank you very much, Kassim Nuhu Adams, for the opportunity and the time, and may God bless you and guide you against injuries in your career and make you the best out of the lot.
Thank you.